What's up, Barbarians? We have the patch notes, we have the developer live stream, and I gotta say, I think we have some positive changes. Things are looking good. Let's go over the Barb specific changes and let's skim over some of the boss powers. So we have a lot of boss powers that have a massive nerf. That is crazy. But also with this one here, the one that I'm concerned about is the damage over time bonus. Got it in half, but that's okay. We're still going to use it for rend, flay, and rupture. But again, a lot of the boss powers were nerfed, and that is really, really good. See, we have everything here. Pretty much all of them were nerfed. And like they said in the live stream, which I agree with, is that the powers felt like you were just playing powers and not any builds. So now you will have to make a build and have power from the skills you pick, the aspects you use, and also the boss powers. Now they're going to help instead of be completely overpowered. And now let's get to the Barbarian changes. This is exciting. So there isn't really any bleed changes for the pure bleed. So flay, rend, rupture, we don't have anything. That kind of sucks. But Barbarian as a whole, I'm happy and it's exciting. Whirlwind, there's going to be a lot of Whirlwind Barbs out there. I am very excited for this change. Damage increase to 52%. And Furious Whirlwind is crazy. Bleed damage increased from 40% of Whirlwind's base damage to 120%. That is going to be something to try, and I wonder if we can make a Whirlwind Bleed Barb now. Double Swing got a minor buff where we're increasing our damage from 60% to 66%, and the Fury cost is reduced by 5. You're going to notice a lot here is that they reduced all of the core skills by 5. Hammer of the Ancients is now at 30 instead of 35. Upheaval is 35 Fury instead of 40. And Rend is 30 instead of 35. Hammer of the Ancients and Upheaval also got a buff. Damage increase for Hammer of the Ancients is 98 from 90. And Upheaval 120% to 132%. Upheaval is going to be strong and it just keeps getting stronger. Upheaval is definitely on my list of builds to play. Massive nerf to Warrior's Mighty Throw. Damage decrease from 200 to 50%. Interesting change for Steel Grasp. Base damage is increased to 80%. Steel Grasp was a skill I use a lot. Interesting how they want it to be a damage dealer. And they also gave it a damage bonus from the PTR that is being reduced. And the Warrior Steel Grasp, which I don't use because I usually go fighters for the Berserking, we gain 2 charges instead of 1. That's actually huge. Our Executioner aspect, which was absolutely amazing, is now getting gutted. Our damage bonus is now capped at 200. A great change to Twin Strikes. Instead of having critical strike chance, it is now replaced with chance for double swing to deal double damage. That is great because now if you're doing double swing, we only need 1 temper of chance for double swing to deal double damage instead of 2. We have a new temper recipe. I'm not sure how good this recipe will be. It will all depend how big the numbers are. Now we can have fire, physical, or lightning damage, elemental finesse by day, or elemental finesse night, which is cold, poison, shadow, which is very similar to the aspect of elements. They did make some changes to the leveling, which we'll have to test out in Season 8. The leveling experience will be very similar to Season 7 and not as long as it was on the PTR. And from the PTR, we still have the new unique gloves for Mighty Throw and the unique aspect for Mighty Throw and Steel Grasp. These have not been changed since the PTR. Some other Barbarian changes from the PTR that weren't touched were the ones that we went over in a previous video, like the changes to Mighty Throw and the attack speed, or the changes to Violent Whirlwind. It's really too bad that they left that change in. Now channeling Whirlwind for 2 seconds increases the damage of your next weapon mastery skill by 35%. Another standout change, which we did discuss before, was the double swing enhancement versus violent. They are being swapped, which is excellent. So now with double swing, enhanced now reads hitting an enemy with both hits of double swing make them vulnerable for 2 seconds, and then Furious will make you berserk for 2 seconds. This is going to be a very strong combo. Excited to try double swing. One last change I want to highlight from the PTR was the red ring. Unfortunately, this did not work in the PTR, but this is an amazing change. Now, after spending 100 Fury within 5 seconds, your next non-channeled core or weapon mastery skill will grant a critical strike and deal X amount of bonus critical strike damage. The change to this ring is awesome. Overall, the changes from the developer update are great. I think this season is looking really promising. The positive changes to Barbarian are awesome. I'm a little sad that Bleed didn't really get any change at all. Season 8 is looking good. I'm excited to play. I'm excited to try Upheaval, Double Swing, Rend, Whirlwind, and many others. What build are you going to play first, or do you plan on playing for the whole season? And what's the best change from this update? These changes make me excited to start Season 8. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.